Alright, welcome to the program tonight. At this particular hour, this is trending news here on Lookuptv with some developing news at this particular hour on what is currently happening in the corridors of justice. And we do understand the ruling on, or rather the judgment on the CAS position is currently happening, and what has been ruled so far is that the positions are unconstitutional, null and void. The positions are unconstitutional, null and void. That is the breaking news at this particular hour. Court rules 50 CAS positions unconstitutional. Quite a number of things that the court was actually looking at, and it has declared that the appointment of the 50 CAS was unconstitutional, null and void. First, it said that the 27 additional CAS that had actually been appointed and added to the 23 that were in the previous regime, that is the number that had been suggested earlier, and per the constitution it was supposed to be 23. But so far, with the new regime, what happened is that we went ahead and added 27 more, and the court said that public participation was not conducted in regards to the 27 that had been added, and yet now it has ruled that this is actually unconstitutional and did not envisage that 50 CAS, or rather the framers of the constitution did not envisage that the 50 CAS would deputize 22 cabinet secretaries. That is according to Justice Kanyi Kimondo. All right. That is what is happening right now as we speak in the corridors of justice, currently ongoing. That the ruling on the CAS, we were waiting, or the public was waiting to hear exactly what the judges are going to say, and so far it has been declared that the 50 CAS positions are unconstitutional. Now, moving on to other news that are happening across the country, PCS Prime Cabinet Secretary Musalia Mudavadi has urged members of the Friends Church to major in other skills apart from theological ones, since unemployment crisis is a major problem in the country.
We may need to double up the theological component with one or two other skills, so that that pastor, that preacher, will not just pass the word of God, but will be an extension officer on matters of economy and skilling the congregation that they go to. In Kenya, the government has committed that in the next 10 years, that is by 2032, we want to have planted 15 billion trees. It sounds impossible, but if every Kenyan planted just about 300 trees on an annual basis, we shall be able to achieve 15 billion trees in 10 years. So you as a Quaker, when you get home, just focus on 300 trees every year.
Now, the government has prioritized farming practices among its policies and budget to ensure food and nutrition security and to build resilience against climate change.
Sisi kama wakulima tunashughulikia tu mmea pande ya juu, lakini sisi kama COPAT tunasema tunaangalia mmea pande ya juu na pia pande ya chini kwenye mizizi. Yeah? So we like to have a holistic approach to how we interact with our plants, whether it's crop protection, protecting from pests and diseases, or the uptake of nutrients and the health of the roots. Nasemekana by 2030 the whole world tutakuwa 9 billion people. And we have to ask ourselves, how will we feed 9 billion people in the next 7 years? Tutalisha watu bilioni 9 vipi? And for me, my personal opinion, it's about increasing productivity. Lazima tuongeze mazao kwa sehemu ambayo tunalima.
Climate change has caused increase in temperature, erratic rainfall that is hard to predict, and extreme weather patterns. This has affected crop productivity and has resulted to increased pest incidences and severity, which has led to reduced yield and increased loss respectively. In order to overcome these challenges, farmers need to adopt climate-smart technology which make crop more resilient to high temperature, low precipitation, and tolerant to pests and diseases.
Well-managed soil allows our farmers to produce more. We need to reduce erosion, maximize water infiltration, improve nutrient cycling, save money on inputs, and ultimately improve the resiliency of the farms.
The Anglican Church has appealed to government agencies, especially in the transport sector, to exercise due diligence and get rid of unroadworthy vehicles to reduce the number of accidents.
Ni vyema madereva waweze kuwa makini barabarani, na askari wetu wa traffic, jamani, muweze kuwa makini zaidi na muweze kumakinika katika utendaji kazi wenu. Tupunguze yale mambo ya kuweza kuruhusu magari ambayo hayafai kuwa barabarani kwa sababu ya kupewa mlungula na vitu vidogo vidogo. Tuondoe jambo hilo ili kwamba barabara zetu ziwe salama na hivyo tuweze kulinda maisha ya wananchi wa Kenya.
Wengine wakawa wamepata moyo ya kuwa na tumaini ya kuishi maisha ambao iko na ushirika nyumbani ama kwa ndoa. Kulikuwa pia na wakati ya kuombea changamoto zile, sio tu mbele, hata nchi yetu inapitia. Mara tulisikia kulikuwa na accident kubwa na kuna wengi ambao walipoteza maisha yao. Ilikuwa wakati pia kuombea majamii hao watu na kuomba pia mandriver wale wanaendesha magari wachunge, waendeshe vizuri, wakijua watu wanapepa ni watu wa Mungu. Tunajua leo, kesho, siku nyingine wanafunzi wanarudi kwa mashule. Tunaomba mandriver waweze kuendesha magari sawa sawa ili hao wanafunzi wafike kwa shule. Tunasema leo ni wanafunzi, lakini kesho ni viongozi wetu, ni watu wa kutuhudumia. Kwa hivyo tuwalinde, tuwashikilie, walimu wafundishe na tupate matunda ya kuona viongozi ni watu wa kupeana huduma. Kwa jumla mission imefanyika. Ilikuwa ndauzi mingi kama 15 kutoka ndauzi za Kianglikana Kenya. Hata kanisa 6 iliakilishwa na pia ndauzi 3 kutoka kule Uganda.
Prime Cabinet Secretary Musalia Mudavadi, in his keynote address while representing President William Ruto at the Peace Conference launch for the selected EAC border communities at Namanga border post, he emphasized the importance of peace and security in the development discourse of the East African community.
It's my pleasure to thank the government of the Republic of Kenya to host the partner state of Uganda, South Sudan, so that we can host this peace caravan and benchmarking tour. So I welcome all the delegates according to the various counties who are here today for the launching of opening of peace caravan.
Na ile kitu ambayo ningependa kuomba rais wetu Daktari William Samoei Ruto, tungependa aharakishe apatane na ule mwenzake wa Southern Sudan, waweze kutuambia kati ya Kenya na Sudan mpaka iko wapi, ili tuache malumbano ambayo tunapigania kila siku, tunapigana kwa boda huko kuhusu mambo ya ardhi na mipaka. Na hiyo tumeachia serikali kuu. Ile kitu ningeomba kati ya hiyo mipaka miwili, kati ya Watoposa na Watukana, tuweze tukae na amani, mifugo sikule bila kujua boundary siko wapi. Na tumejionea hapa mambo mingi, hata mashule, unapata shule moja ndio inakimu ama inafunza wanafunzi wa Tanzania na Kenya, Hapa watu wanaishi kama mandugu na madada bila kujua Tanzania.
Mambo kama hayo yako katika kila pahali. Kwa hivyo ni jukumu letu kujua kwamba sisi ni jamii moja, na tukishirikiana tutakuwa sawa. Sasa nataka nikiwaulize tu kwa kifupi. Kwa mfano, ukiwa hapa Tanzania, hapa kwa mpaka, na labda kwa bahati mbaya upate ajali ya gari na wakukimbize kwa hospitali, na daktari apime aseme wewe umepoteza damu nyingi, umevuja damu, lazima sasa tukuongeze damu kidogo ndio upone. Wewe utaamuka kuuliza huyo daktari, nataka nijue kama damu ni ya Mtanzania ama ni ya Mkenya?
KCB RFC opened their account in the National Rugby Sevens circuit by winning the Dallas Sevens Rugby Tournament. Now the Bankers defeated Kakamega-based Kabras Sugar by a score of 17 points to 5.
I'm very proud of the boys. They've been rewarded for the hard work they've put. They've been there, they've put on the effort, they've worked very hard. We are very grateful for first of all, to thank the bank for the support they've given us. They've given us that humble place to just prepare, to be able to bring a team that is able to present us. A very big thank you to the technical bench who has worked with the boys, and a big thank you to the players who have come in and learned a new system, and they have embraced it, and now they're reaping the success out of it. I think the biggest thing for me is what works as a team. So it's not an individual who has come in. The teamwork and the camaraderie that they're putting on is something that we've been looking at. So we'll just keep on promoting the team aspect of it. We don't want to just create an individual. We want to create a better team. A team that is able to oil each other and get the win. It's good now that we're champion. We know that we can win. It's a big boost on us and our morale. So we'll just keep on working a game at a time when we go to Mombasa. Give others also, we still have a few players who we haven't tested. We're still going to give others also a chance to come in. So it's just a learning process for us, and to see if we can conquer everything.
All right, that's where we wrap it up here on the program. But just an update on what is happening in the corridors of justice right now. The judges are making a ruling on the position of CAS. So far, they've said the CAS positions are unconstitutional, and that the court it has delivered